Welcome to DTC MTV Product Review.
Hi DTCers, are you there? Are you in there? Yes, I see you.
With your host,
From the Busby Empire
and magician for hire,
spanning the globe,
DTC's very own,
I've been hopping on water.
Guy Portlock.
Greetings DTCers, welcome to a product review for me and you and anyone with flu. Great news, big news, fantastic news. You might be wondering what this is in front of me. It's not a table, it's actually, a lot of expense has gone into this. This is the floating shelf of life. And it tells us and shows us what will be happening on this product review. Ready? Let's get on with it. That's not what we're doing. That was a hot chocolate. The card solutions of Solomon. Take that away. I think that worked. I think that worked, didn't it? The card solutions of Solomon, a big blind media production. And as per normal, with Big Blind Media, everything is beautifully done. I do take my hat off to the Big Blind Media boys. Owen Packard, you want to check out his band, bloody good, I tell you. Another beautifully put together DVD that looks really nice. And what is it? Well, it's a 3 DVD set, 3 DVDs. You get a lot of magic for your money. I should be on the old markets, flogging magic. You get a lot of magic for your money here. For 30 squids, 3 DVDs, I think there's something like 23 effects on there, which is a lot. You know, you get a lot of these one trick DVDs, which are all good in themselves, but you get a lot here. It reminds me of when I was first starting out in things and I was learning stuff. I remember I went through the raw road to card magic, and then I really enjoyed Jerry Griffin's Complete Card Magic. And I learnt so much from that DVD. DVDs. I think it was 7 of them. Fantastic, because it started the beginner stuff, and then it got harder and harder, and you learned so many tricks. I think if I'd have seen this when I was first starting out, I would have got quite a lot out of it actually, because basically it's broken down like this. To start off, you've got some sort of mathematically self-working tricks, and there are a lot of the classic stuff here. But what you get from this is this David Solomon, who seems a lovely chap, talking about his solutions to problems, making them easier, streamlining them. I mean, he says in one of the interview moments, because you get segments on a couple of DVDs where he talks about, he's asked certain questions, and it's interesting magic chat. And he gets really annoyed when he sees a routine of oil and water that involves all sorts of stuff, and he thinks, that's rubbish, make it simple. So you do get a lot of interesting insight into his thinking behind all these classic plots. I mean, there's all sorts on here. That, for example, there's the 21 card trick. You've got an oil and water, which I'll tell you. There's Aces Revisited routines. There's all sorts of Triumph routines. All sorts of things where he has taken his own twist on them and worked them to what he thinks is a more fluid, a better approach to them. So it is fascinating. You do get some live performances back in that gym, and there's a lot of similarities with the Bannon DVD that was recently released from BBM, where they're in the gym with the buff boys and that very attractive lady. If you're watching, check me out on Facebook or Twitter or my website. See what you think. Gone. That's it. One little thought and I'm gone. I'm anyone's. I'm all over the show. No, so you've got some live performances there when they're all sitting on the gym balls, and you've got some in a magic bar somewhere, but you've also got quite a lot of performances just sat at a table in a garage somewhere. And I got a little bit bored of those sometimes. There's only so much magic you can watch. But as I said, this isn't something you're going to whack in and get a one-hit wonder. You want a bit of time with it. So then there are certain tricks that are easy to do, which, as I said, as a beginner would be great, because there's just such good thinking. You get all that thinking that he's done over the years, you get it there on a plate for you. Then there's some harder work, bit more card manipulation, bit of this, bit of that, you know. So you've got to have certain skills to achieve some of these and to make them look as good as he does. So let's just certain highlights. I've written down some of the highlights that I liked. I really enjoyed. I thought the oil and water with no gas was very interesting and worth checking out, especially if you like doing oil and water. I really like blank jazz aces, which is you're going to need a double blank deck and things like that. But that was a really good. I mean, he used a closing routine. I think that would go down really well. I like Blank Thought Revisited. Check that out. There's you know, I'm not going to go through each and every trick because there's too many on here. Just some of my standouts. Card and Card Case was actually quite an interesting way of doing it. So as I said, there's something here for everyone. I think it's going to more appeal to the sort of, I don't know, card magician connoisseur who's interested in some of the different subtleties and the different approaches and stuff. It's not, I don't think, going to really appeal to that sort of, I don't know, someone looking for a one-hit wonder trick that's going, oh, you know. And I think it's hard because sometimes I think these tricks in the hands of more of a natural performer would excite people more. And he openly says, Dave Solomon, in one of the interviews there, that he's more of a creator than a performer. And that comes across in the performances that you see. Although technically and everything's fine, there's performance and there's performance. And I think sometimes it would be nice to see these routines in someone who's a really good performer going out and doing them and seeing the sort of reactions they can get. And I think that would interest people a bit more and excite people a bit more. So it's a tough one to see for me. Who would you know? Some people would love this, and some people I think would think, oh, I want something a bit more ooh and in your face and stuff. But as I say, good value for money. There's something there for everyone. Working wise, there's a lot of table work. There's a lot of stuff that he's working at the table. Now, you know, you can take these ideas and try and work them into using them where you haven't got a table. I'm sure that's achievable, but that is something to think about. But all in all, I think you would definitely get something out of it. I think it would be a certain DVD for a certain person, but definitely worth having a look through, seeing, you know, some of the tricks on there, and whether you're going to think, oh, I'm interested in that, I'd like to know a take on this. So check it out, have a little look at it. As I said, a lot of magic for your money. That is my thoughts on Big Blind Media's The Card Solutions of Solomon. All the best. Marks, stars. I'm going to give it 4 stars, no, 3.9 stars for the worker, and for the hobbyist, anyone starting to learn card magic, going to learn a lot from this chat. I'm going to give it 4 stars because I think it's something that if you concentrated on, you learn from this, it would make you a better card magician. See you later, team. 5 star.
Thank you for watching DTC MTV Product Review.